I mean, look, we'll wait for others to come on. Any subject you guys want to breach? What's on your mind? What you think we should discuss today? Do I need to take my green sheet down and start doing some drawing on the board, or?
I'd be interested to hear if anybody is doing any consistent writing, affirmations, that kind of thing, and what results they're seeing.
Cool. Brian, for you, what do you got cooking?
I think right now, like, as you know, I'm kind of getting back into like full operation. I think I'm at like 60% of like being able to really get things going. And I'm going through the transition of like working in the business and on the business. And right now is scheduling all these appointments, how to like best bridge that gap and handle all of the big things while kind of, monitoring how much time I spend on the little things. That's kind of where I'm seeing a little bit of gear grinding. Gear
grinding. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to let Tanner handle yours, Brian, because he is, like I always joke, like on a scale of 1 to 10 for organization, I'm somewhere around a 3 or a 4. Tanner's somewhere, he's like a 14 is what he is. He's like, everything has to be in a box. And I live by my schedule, but I do have squirrels. So Tanner, I'll let you take that one, and then we'll come back to the affirmation stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, let's go ahead and dive in on these two topics, which at the end of the day, I think are fantastic topics. And I appreciate you both bringing them up, because I think that these are topics that are popping up more and more. Hopefully that's also because everybody's getting busier, and we need to figure out time prioritization and keeping the energy levels high, using affirmations, etc. So yeah, I guess I'll start with, really in my world, both of these things tie together perfectly. Can't remember if this is something I talked about quickly last week or not. I was a little distracted with BizX going on as well. But I use basically a one-pager that has, here's the top task items I need to accomplish today. Here's kind of the calendar that I'm doing, but it has the affirmations in it. It has what are my goals that I am looking to achieve in business and in life. That sheet also has a reflection at the end. What was my top challenge today? What was the top win? What did I learn today? So really tying it all together, because I don't think they're mutually exclusive. In order to identify and make sure that you're moving towards the top goals that you want to achieve, and only limiting kind of your top tasks to only 4 or 5, maybe 6 items, you've got to be able to kind of go back to the affirmation piece.
If you let me share the screen, I have mine up, and you keep talking. I'll just pull it up and you can go through it.
What I'm understanding, Tanner, is like a more efficient way of doing the frog list.
100%.
Okay.
Exactly. So this is something I fill out every day. So it starts with the Ivvms on that right-hand side, which is idealize, visualize, verbalize, materialize. So there's your affirmations. Starts there. I have, I put in my major goals in life and in business. What are the things I'm looking to achieve? This puts it front and center every single day to come back to throughout the day, in the morning, in the evenings, affirmations. What am I looking to achieve? That has to be there front and center. Then it goes into that more traditional frog list. What is that kind of main thing that has to be done today that I need to get out of the way? And then no more than 6 kind of major task items to do. Honestly, I recommend most people start with like 4. Just start with 4 main priority items that are going to move you 1% better into the next day. So starting there, other tasks to delegate or to kind of put down on the list. And then as you kind of go through, you can see at the end of the day, the daily scoring, best part of the day, top learnings, just like that I talked about before. But I think that reflection piece and coming back to your affirmations is so important, because it sets your focus and your intention for the next day. What can I change? What do I need to do different? what small tasks just completely derailed my entire day so that I can better plan, better focus on that for tomorrow. So I use this every day. Our team uses it every day. It's been a great tool to just help with the focus around that and the accountability around it. Not saying that this is the best end all be all way to do it, but this is a way that has worked for us in our firm. And when it comes to prioritization, I always love my dad's comments on how scale of organization, he's a 3, scale 1 to 10, I'm a 14, something like that. But even in that, I need to use this every day in order to really keep focus on the top priority things, especially as leaders and owners in business. There's just so much that we could be doing that we have to be able to focus in on the pieces that are going to make the biggest impact towards what we want to accomplish for that week, that quarter, that year, and being able to really focus in on that piece of it.
Hey, Tanner, you have an email. Sarah can't get in. Can you send her a new link? But Nancy says that, I do live by my calendar. If I do this, if you guys take a look, and I do this not as a brag, but I do this as, if you look at my calendar, everything is scheduled. So this is next week. So just think of it for a second. And that's why I have to be so disciplined, is like everything in green is a client. This right here on the 11th, I'm doing executive coach training all day, or basically all day for executive coaches. And then you look at the rest of my schedule. So when I say that about organization and Tanner, if I don't do this, you can ask Tanner, I can get sidetracked pretty easily. But I want to go back to this share really quickly, because, Brian, for you, what Tanner was saying. So IVVMs, we talk about intention. So idealization, visualization, verbalization, and materialization. Okay. Tanner's new to this. Tanner, a year ago, were you using IVVMs?
No. I had never used this before. I had heard of the concept. Never was really for or against it. But the moment that I actually took the time to write down 20 to 30 kind of IM statements and have them in a list, and being able to kind of draw 5 out each day or each week and focus solely on those, has made a massive impact, because it goes back to intention. It goes back to what is the reason or the focus, or what matters to you most today in this moment, and how are you continuing to talk to yourself about yourself. What was that phrase, that it's what you say to yourself about yourself when you're by yourself that matters the most.
Yeah. And so think about it for 1 second. As you use your schedule, IVVM, so I will totally be transparent on this one. I thought they were hokey. I've been an action coach. When I first came in, I had my 21 IVVMs. I used them for a while and I stopped. And over the last 18 months, they've really become an integral part of what I do every day. So when you talk about scheduling and IVVMs or intentions, one of the critical drivers that you guys have to remember is it's not one and done. It is not one and done. So my IVVMs are on my calendar twice a day. They pop up at 6:30 and they pop up at 7:30 at night. I say them before I go to bed. I say them when I wake up. Here is a critical driver of IVVMs. A critical driver of IVVMs is you can't say them in your head. You must say them out loud. Tom, you are on mute. I can see your lips moving.
I was yelling at you. No, I said write them down also. I mean, it's even more powerful when you write them down. There it is in print, but if you write them down each day,
Well, that's why Tanner does that on his list. So here's something I want you guys, here's an IVVM for you. I will give you this one as kind of a driving factor. This one has been on my list for a long time, but this is one that centers me every day. And this was given to me by my thought coach. And so I am, and then I stop it right there and I use, does how I'm feeling or thinking or the actions I'm doing right now support who I truly aspire to be? So think about that for a second. How many of you guys have ever had a bad day? See a show of hands.
Yeah.
We called that Tuesday, right? You guys that have kids, you call that the day the school goes, yeah, we're not coming to school again today, right? But if so, there's a VQ score, your disc, but to help me every day, does how I'm feeling, thinking, or acting right now support who I truly aspire to be? For me, is one of those things that gets me centered when I'm really in a bad place. So that goes on my IVVM sheet because it helps me become the person I want to be. You know, Brian, you talk about who you aspire to be and all that, but what are you doing every day to help you get there? And are they positive? Are they negative? But again, it's so funny. I always get really interesting because I'm a high I. Everybody's like, well, you know, so-and-so thinks I need to be doing this. Well, it's none of your damn business what so-and-so thinks about you. It's none of your business. What you think about yourself, the head trash that goes along with it, is the most critical driver.
Yeah. Absolutely. Tanner,
Good morning, Sarah.
Can you do me a favor and email me the Excel sheet you just showed us?
Yes, Tanner will.
I can send it out
Tanner's
to
got-
everyone afterwards.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Colin's doing gang side, or Corwin's doing gang sides.
I'm sorry, you guys. I had to mute. I just found out that one of our, we'll call it like a favorite clients in our community. They're just really great people. They just signed for their first commercial building, so they're moving in right now and all this, and they're just the coolest people. So it's just, I'm so excited for them.
Nice.
Super cool.
So we were talking about scheduling, and I'll pull that up really quick again. This is a sheet. This is actually part of my KPI sheets, but every one of our team has this, and Tanner did design this. I don't know where he got it from, but this is the sheet that really works. And again, you know, so scheduling, I know we talked about that. Only you can decide what is the highest value, highest return on investment. And I'll use this line: between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. it's all about making money. It has to be about making money. After 5 p.m., you can start talking about what are some of the other things I need to do in my business for an hour, right? You know, that's the learning phase from 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's your learning phase. But if you guys can't keep organized during the day and keep driving business forward during the day, that's where it becomes problematic. That's where the squirrels come in. And I'm telling you this from the side of I've made these mistakes. But I love how Tanner has this here. So to Tom's point, if you're talking to yourself every day, what are your IVVMs for that day? I am going to do X. I am a great person. I am a great coach. I am a great marketer. I am a great realtor. You have to keep telling yourself all of these things over and over and over again. It's not one and done. Because think about it for a second. All of you are entrepreneurs. Everybody on this call has a vested interest in the success of the business. How many of you guys follow social media and watch all that stuff all the time?
I used to, not anymore.
Good. Oh my gosh, we have the one and only Todd with us today. Come on, Todd, you got to come off mute for that one.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good to see y'all.
Excellent. This is a good friend of mine and a coach up in Neenah, Brookfield, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
And
well,
fellow Jeep enthusiast and former business owner, sold it, turned into an action coach, and one of the most successful action coaches out there.
Well, thank you, sir.
Does he have a boat? I heard you say Wisconsin. Sorry, Sarah, no offense. Sarah talked about
No worries. I just want to be a fly on the wall here today. So listen in and hear how you guys are doing and what you're all doing down there in the big old state of Texas. So I appreciate you letting me be here.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Todd. Why don't you guys go around the room and introduce yourself? We'll start with Tanner.
Yes, I'm not on mute. Perfect. Tanner O'Brien, Todd, I think you're the only one I actually haven't met at this particular point. If you haven't made the connection, I'm Andy's son. But in the business with dear old dad there, keeping him on track and ultimately helping him run the business so he can be the best coach that he can be. And that's what I do.
Excellent. Yes, he is an SOB, Todd, son of a boss. All right, Tom.
What? No, just kidding. Tom Catlin, world's greatest real estate agent. It's one of my affirmations. Yeah, real estate agent for 7 years, and learning and affirming and growing each day. It's really interesting to me today, some of the stuff that I'm asked the question about what people write. And I kid you not, somebody said something about if I can, I think it was, I'm not sure who it was, if I could improve 1%. Well, so my quote of the day is something that I think I originated, which is, from day to day, it's hard to say. Over a year, results are clear. And so 1% in 7 days, if you go from 1, it goes to 1.07, but in a year, it goes from 1 to 37 point. Yeah. So, I mean, everything that you've been talking about is really cool. And I like the idea of having the, where was I challenged? But otherwise, I write down my goals, my quote of the day, my targets. Then in the evening, I write down what my successes were, and then I write the goals again. If I'm having a crappy day, I write my goals during the bad time as well, just to remind me of where I'm going.
Love it. Love it. Brian.
Introduction, is that what we're doing? Sorry,
Yes,
I was taking
sir.
notes. Hi, I'm Brian. It's Tom, right? Let me put the cursor. Todd. Hi, Todd. Brian, Penny Luxe shoes, full leather, handcrafted. Been doing it for 5-6 years now, and we're located in Austin, Texas. Nice to meet you. Who's next?
Corwin.
Hey, Todd. My name is Corwin Davidson. I lead a business planning team in an organization called Hill Country Wealth Strategies. What we do is we help business owners protect, grow, and prepare their business for sale at the highest value someday. And that's what I do between 2 locations in Austin and Liberty Hill, Texas.
Excellent. Have you ever met Sarah before, Todd?
Just once. And then I met her. I met her when she won, Female Entrepreneur of the Year, and then I re-met her when she won Young Entrepreneur of the Year. So yeah, twice.
I know. Me too. Me too. Awesome. Awesome. Well, today, all right. So we're talking today about scheduling. We're talking about IVVMs and how they tie themselves together, and the critical drivers that go with it. So here's something I would love you to do right now. Let's just take a moment. And it's really easy to theorize and it's really easy to talk about, but let's take, 2 minutes and let's write down 5 IVVMs for you today. Tom, you write down your 5, Brian, Corwin, Sarah. Let's write down 5 IVVMs or I am statements for yourselves right now. I love it. People are using pens and paper.
Are you writing yours too, Andy?
I've got them right here. I use the same ones every
Okay.
day, Sarah.
Awesome.
I suffer from squirrels. I can't write more than that down or I'll start, flitting up into different directions. All right, let's just finish up here real quick. Another 30 seconds. All righty then. All right, does anybody want to share their IVVMs or at least one of them?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm an entrepreneur. That's one of-
Excellent. Excellent. Corwin.
I am a leader.
Nice. Nice. Tom. You're on mute.
Sorry, that was bad words I was using. It just muted automatically. I'm grateful when I'm serving.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Sarah.
So I talk fast. I'm going to go through all 5 to actually make them more real. I'm an incredible leader. I am the perfect mom for my nuggets. I call my kids my nuggets. I'm a fierce business owner. I'm a powerful influencer, and I am an extremely compassionate person.
Love it. Love it.
I
Tanner,
have that
for
in
you.
common on mine. I am compassionate.
Perfect. Perfect. Tanner, what do you have today?
It's really just which one do I want to utilize?
All of them.
The 5 I have written down at the moment is I am a master marketer. I am drawn to abundance. I'm a fantastic leader. I am someone who makes lasting friendships. I am strong and powerful in mind and body. And one that continues to pop up on my list is I'm an inspiration to young entrepreneurs.
Excellent. Excellent. Todd, do you have some you'd want to share? And then I'll share mine.
Yeah, I stole this one at coach training back about 6 years ago, and it's never left me. It's been the number one I am statement that I've had every day. So I am a money magnet. Money flows easily and abundantly to me from multiple sources. I am a money magnet.
I love it. I love it. So I am going to read mine. So I am a client magnet.
He froze with the perfect side
Yeah.
profile.
I'm glad that you said that. I was going,
He ended at a client magnet.
Looks like the whole
I
group,
like that.
they all
I
froze.
think that's all he needed to say.
All right, let's talk about them.
It was
All right.
powerful.
You guys
It everything.
Mic drop. Done.
The state of Texas must be overloaded with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'll ask a question. So about the I am statements, I wonder how you guys keep them top of mind and actually keep using them to make them work. Because we can write them down, but if you put them in a corner and forget about them, it doesn't do anything. So how do you guys keep them top of mind and keep using them?
write them daily. Right. I do them at the beginning of the day. I do them at the end of the day. And when I'm having a struggle, I write them then.
Awesome.
That's really good. This is the first I've heard of them, so this is the first I've written them. But on my big 90-day goals sheet that I keep track of, the only thing it says on the bottom is "Stop whining. Nobody cares. Get back to work."
Right. Love it.
Yeah, Sarah. I know I've talked about this before, but if I can give you guys something, there's an app called My Affirmations. So you can go get this app and you can put all of your I am statements into this app, and it can put up as many alerts per hour or per day that you'd like. So your I am statements show up right on your phone. So usually after a meeting, I can, look at my phone and there'll be 3 I am statements that have popped up in those last couple of hours or last hour. And I get to read those statements as soon as I jump to my phone. So
And
for
what's it
My
called?
affirmations.
my affirmations.
Love it.
It's not available for iPhones, but it is available for Android. And something else I learned with it is when you right, Corwin. Another thing I noticed with that too, because I use that app too, is I like memes. So not GIFs, not the moving ones, but some of the memes are kind of cool that have really good quotes that are also powerful affirmations, and it breaks it up so I'm not seeing the same type of visuals coming through all day, so I pay better attention. So if you go to upload the background picture, and for the text, you just put a period, it'll let you put that in instead. So it's a way to kind of cheat the system and use those too.